Big day for me, guys. I finally got my first Toast sponsorship. This is the Sonic Cake Amp Toast Amp. If you've watched the channel, you've known for a while that I've been trying to open up a toast office where I'm the Toastmaster General and I just sell different types of toast. This is not that, but this is the first step towards that. This is a Bluetooth battery-powered speaker amp that does so many more things. So we're just gonna kind of check it out, see what it does. Sonic Cake sent this over. I've used their pedals before, which are really, really cool and super inexpensive. There is a 10% off coupon code in the description if you guys are interested in this. Let's just go through the paces, okay? So we've got a few different parts here. We have effects, we have different kind of like amps, we have a drum machine, and then master volume gain. Also connects via Bluetooth, headphones, USB, all the cool stuff. Why you might want one of these is because more and more things are going towards in the box sounding, like you can kind of just do stuff directly on your computer. I think it's always better to have something that you can hear and just kind of have actual real-time feedback with whatever it is you're playing. All right, so we're gonna start on clean 1. This is the first amp. I'm just gonna run through the amps, the effects, everything else. Volume is pretty much dimed out, and you're just hearing it through the same microphones that pick up the camera, so you know you can kind of hear how it sits relative to a powerful, booming speaking voice. Okay, clean 1. Now you'd be like, oh, it's not super clean. There's also a gain knob right here, so you can kind of like. But I do think to get the best out of it, you want to at least turn the gain up a little bit. So that's just the first clean one. We go to the next one. This is clean 2. This is a little more snappy, I think. Then we have 2 overdrives. This is overdrive 1. And then again, if you want to like dime the gain out on the overdrives, let's go gain all the way up, overdrive 2. So, you know, you can kind of hear that. Also, I got the tone kind of dialed back a little bit. This is full tone. I kind of like having the tone back a little bit more because, again, with small speakers, you're going to get a pronounced high end. So dialing back the tone on these, I think kind of evens out the sound that you might be looking for, right? So after that, we're going to continue on. What is this? Distortion. There we go. I think the distortion actually is the most impressive one for me so far. Gonna keep going. Oh, this is like a lead. Lead and then just flat is the last one. So this is just like the sound of the pickups. I really like the pickups in this Reverend guitar. So honestly, I like the distortion for what that is, and then if I turn the gain up all the way on just flat, I kind of like that. To me, that is the most best representation of these specific pickups. Now we have this little row of dials here that are different. Let's go back to actually clean 1. Gives a little more volume. We have a row of dials here, and these are going to be all the effects. Okay, so modulation, you can see they have these little dots that go up, and as you rotate through, you get more of the effect, and then it'll go into a different effect. So for modulation, it starts off with chorus, right? As you pass, you'll hear the digital thing here. Listen to it. See how it shuts off for just a second? That means it's crossing over into the next effect. This is the next modulation effect. You know what that is. Oh, I love that. classy, right? Oh, sounds good. And then you can dime that all the way up. So it essentially affects the speed, right? So you don't get like a full like speed depth thing, but it does affect the speed. The next one here is delay. Kind of like lock in depending on where you have it set. There's another type of delay as we go past that center line. Okay, that's interesting. So as I go far, that's the time. Love it, sounds great. And then finally reverb. We have a couple different types of reverb. Good way to check reverb is if you just hit like a, then you kind of hear how it sounds afterwards. Let's go past the center and then dime it all the way out. Oh yeah. Cool, so that's too much reverb. Let's go, I like the first reverb, kinda. Right there, it's kind of a good amount where you can still get that percussive. Good way for me to check out if I'm using too much reverb is kind of playing something. Well, if that is too annoying, there's too much. So get like a muted percussive hit, and that's a good way to tell if you have way too much reverb. I almost always have too much reverb anyways, but that's just kind of my vibe. That's my style. It's what I like to do. All right, now, potentially the most useful thing about this is it has a built-in drum machine, okay? There are three controls. We have a hold button, which will let you access a tuner, or it's a tap tempo. So tap tempo, if you just start it, here, let's just go to, it says 5 right here. So if I just press play, it's gonna give me a drum beat. So maybe that's too fast. I can slow it down with that tap tempo. And then if I want to, I can either start and stop with this button, or I can press and hold it, and then I can cycle through different drum patterns. Okay, so that's a slow one. Let's make it a little faster. Okay, and then I can go back down through the different patterns just by doing the drum selector knob. Press and hold to get out of the drum selector, and then you have a knob here that just controls the volume of the drum thing. But again, also too, you know, you can always just go to like a Bluetooth and just do a backing track or something like that. But essentially, that's, you know, a really good amount of the features here. And again, like I said, this is so inexpensive, especially with the 10% off coupon code, and you can just run it on batteries. It also comes with an adapter that you can plug it in if you don't want to use batteries, because batteries are precious resources nowadays, if you know what I'm saying. But I mean, it's really cool. It's just cool to have like any kind of speaker. It has like a cool kind of retro look, and it's the Amp Toast. So I'm just gonna fire up one of the drum tracks and just kind of get a little jam. If you guys are interested, like I said, there's an affiliate link in the description for a coupon code. Thanks for watching.